अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वस्सलातु वस्सलाम रसूलुल करीम अम्मा बाद आऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam and in humanity, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessing of Allah be upon you. Today my topic is Islam uplifted women and gave them equality and expect them to maintain their status. Islam uplifted the status of women and granted them their just rights 1400 years ago. Islam expects women to maintain their status. People usually only discuss hijab in the context of women. However, in the glorious Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first mentions hijab for men before hijab for the women. The Quran mentions in Surah An-Nur, "Say to the believing man that they should lower their gaze and guard their modesty. That will make for greater purity for them. And Allah is well acquainted with all that they do." Al-Quran 24 verse 30. The moment a man looks at a woman, and if any brazen or unshamed thoughts comes to his mind, he should lower his gaze. The next verse of Surah Al-Nur says, "And say to the believing women that they should lower their gaze and guard their modesty, that they should not display their beauty and ornaments except what must ordinarily appear of it, that they should draw veils over their bosoms and not display their beauty except to their husbands, their fathers, their husbands' fathers, their sons, etc." Al-Quran 24 verse 31. According to Quran and Sunnah, there are basically 6 criteria for observing hijab. Number 1. Extent. The first criterion is the extent of the body that should be covered. This is different for men and women. The extent of covering obligatory on the male is to cover the body at least from the navel to the knees. For women, the extent of covering obligatory is to cover the complete body except the face and the hands up to the wrist. If they wish to, they can cover even these parts of the body. Some scholars of Islam insist that the face and the hands are part of the obligatory extent of hijab. All the remaining 5 criteria are the same for men and for women. Number 2. The clothes worn should be loose and should not reveal the figure. Number 3. The clothes worn should not be transparent such that one can see through them. Number 4. The clothes worn should not be so glamorous as to attract the opposite sex. Number 5. The clothes worn should not resemble that of the opposite sex. Number 6. The clothes worn should not resemble that of the unbelievers. For example, they should not wear clothes that are specifically identities or samples of other religions. Complete hijab, besides the 6 criteria of clothing, also includes the moral conduct, behavior, attitude, and intention of the individual. A person only fulfilling the criteria of hijab of the cloth is observing hijab in a limited sense. Hijab of the cloth should be accompanied by hijab of the eyes, hijab of the heart, hijab of thoughts, and hijab of intention. It also includes the way a person walks, the way a person talks, the way he or she behaves, etc. Hijab prevents molestation. The reason why hijab is prescribed for women is mentioned in the Quran in the following verses of Surah Al-Ahzab. O people, tell your wives and daughters and the believing women that they should cause their outer garments over their persons when abroad. That is most convenient, that they should be known as such and not molested. And Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. Al-Quran 33 verse 59. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.